So today we'll be dealing with file management and sharing. So as we continue to navigate the ever-evolving digital landscape, it's important to have a solid understanding of how to effectively manage and share our digital files. So that's why I actually moved this up a little bit so that we'll treat it first of all before delving into other aspects of digital literacy. So today we'll be talking about file, yes. Then we'll look at some examples of files and their corresponding software to open them. For example, if you see an extension, how will you be able to identify what file type it is? So we'll be looking at, what is file management? We'll look at what is a folder. Then I'll be doing a live demo of some of the things that I'll be saying. I'm using a CV as an example of a file so that in case you want to merge your CV with your cover letter, how do you do it? Because I've seen a lot of questions about that I have 2 PDF files, but I don't know how to merge them. So that's exactly the focus for this masterclass. So not that I'll be teaching you how to design a CV, no. So I'm just using a CV as an example of a file. Then I'll also pick a cover letter as another example of a file. So how do you convert these files into PDF? After converting them, how do you merge them together? Then how do you share them? So with that understanding, you'll be able to apply the same skill to other file types. So I will print each of them in PDF file and save them in the folder that we create. Then we'll go back to the folder and merge both files as a single PDF document. So that's what I just said. Then we will save the merged file in the same folder that we created. Then we'll send it via email, either immediately or as a scheduled email. That's under file sharing. So because some people don't really know that they can use their Gmail account to actually schedule a mail. For example, if okay, I need you to send me an email tomorrow morning, and you think maybe you'll be busy tomorrow morning, but you want to send it now so that I can receive it tomorrow morning, you can actually schedule it. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So it's part of the file sharing training. All right, so that is what we'll be doing today if time permits us. So we'll be finishing everything at 3 o'clock West African time. What is a file in terms of computing or digital literacy? So it's actually a unit of data or information that is stored on a computer system. It can be a document, it can be an image file, it can be a video, it can be an audio recording, or any other type of digital data. So a file is typically identified by its file name and extension. So I'm going to be showing you that shortly. And when you see a file name and its extension, it indicates that what the type of file it is, and also it will help you to understand what type of software that you will need to open it. So let me just quickly show you some, because I need everybody to see what I'm actually trying to write. Can you see what I'm scribbling on the screen? If you can see, type yes. I'm scribbling something. I need to be sure you can see the screen. Okay, somebody said yes. Okay, I just scribbled something on the screen. Did you see it? Very good. Okay, so let's continue then. All right. I'm going to be writing a few examples of file types, and you'll be seeing them anywhere. You can see them on the internet. You can see them in the office. Probably somebody sent you an email and asked you to open a file, and you looked at it and you're wondering, what type of software can I use to open this file type? So when you see the extension, then you'll be able to recognize it. Oh, this is a Microsoft Word document, or this is a PDF file, or whatever, just by looking at the extension. So, and that's what I'll be writing for you right now. Number one, if you see something like this, dot do cx, for example, I can say job application dot docx, and you see this as an email attachment, or somebody saved it in a flash drive and gave it to you and asked you to open it. So, and this is the extension. This part dot docx is the extension, and this part is the file name. I hope you're getting my point. So everything together is your file. So mere seeing docx shows that this type of file is a Microsoft Word document. So when you see any file name that has .docx, automatically it is a Microsoft Word document. And for you to open it, you need Microsoft software. That is Microsoft Word or any form of document viewer. So that is the first one. So let me give you another example. Example number 2, when you see something like .xlsx as an extension, this is an extension. So, and it may come with any file name. The file name could be just like we have in docx. Could be your name, it could be anything, just depends on the purpose of the file. So whenever you see a file name or a file that has an extension that bears .xlsx, automatically it's an Excel spreadsheet. So it's a spreadsheet file. Spreadsheet file always has .xlsx as an extension. Are you following me? If you are following me, please drop a yes. I need to know people are following me so that I don't just start talking to myself. Drop a yes if you are following me in the chat box. Oh, great. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. So let's continue. Then the third example. Of course, many of us, we are familiar with this. .pdf. So this is a PDF file. And you can always open it with Adobe Acrobat Reader or any other PDF reader software. So this is the commonest file type that I've ever seen. So you deal with PDF file all the time. So the fourth one is also common, but not that common. People don't use it all the time. Is .pp, pptx, If you see it beside any file name, just know that this is a PowerPoint. It's a PowerPoint file. And to open it, you need Microsoft PowerPoint, right? So it can come in form of email attachment. It can come in form of any form of sharing. So, but the moment you see .pptx, you know that it's a PowerPoint file. Then another one, okay, I think I need to clean up the space. Hold on a sec. Number 5, when you see something like this, .jpg or .jpeg, what happens? This is an image file. Image file. Or you can also see it as .png. They are all image files. The only difference with PNG is that it helps you to have a transparent background image. And of course, you can use any image viewer to view it or to edit it. You can use it on Canva, you can use it on Adobe Photoshop, and any other image editing software. Then if you see anything, number 6 now, if you see anything like this .mp3, of course, this is an audio file. MP3 is .mp3 is an extension for audio file. So it could be tokpealabi.mp3. Anytime you see tokpealabi.mp3, you automatically know this is a song, an audio song by Tokpealabi. Or you see a podcast or maybe a radio broadcast that was downloaded in the form of MP3 file. And with the name, you see it. Okay, this is a radio program .mp3. So anything that has .mp3 is an audio file. Then close to that is number 7 .mp4. Of course, this is a video file, right? Video file, right? So that reminds me of someone that instructed their receptionist to print out an MP4 file. The guy was saying, you can't print MP4 file. He said, I need you to print for me this file. The guy said, it's a video file. It cannot be printed. Until the guy was forced to do that. And he started printing the screenshot of, oh my goodness. So why did that happen? Because the person did not understand what .mp4 means. So that's why it's very important that we understand different file types. So MP4 is actually a video file. You can't print it. You can only download it and watch. And if at all you really want to print the content of the video, then you need to transcribe into text. Then you can print out the text. So that's the only way you can print an MP4 file. So the next one is that's number 8, right? When you see .txt, this is actually a text file. A text file can be opened using, MP3 can be opened using just any media player. If you are using Windows laptop, of course, Windows operating system comes with a media player that you can use to play any MP3 or MP4. You can also use VLC. VLC is also very common among many people. So they use VLC to play both audio and video files. So .txt is a text file. You can use any text editor to open it and to edit it. like Notepad, Notepad++, or even Microsoft Word can be used to open and edit text files. Then let me just quickly brush through the last two. Number 9, if you see something like .html, this is actually an HTML file. And HTML is just a file used in web development, or people who like to create website, who design websites, or any form of files that a browser can open is called HTML. And HTML is, I think, is a hypertext markup language. Yeah, hypertext markup language. So if you are into web designing, you'll be very familiar with this file type. So it's actually an HTML file, and you can open it with any web browser like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Safari, or just name it. Any browser can open HTML file. Then number 10. I think I'm going to stop at number 10 because of our time, because I need to do some more live demos. Number 10 is .mdb. If you see something like this, mdb, it's actually a database file. And of course, you can use any software like Microsoft Access or MySQL. So for people who are into anything data, you'll be very familiar with this. If you have learned MySQL, or you know how to use Microsoft Access, so you're going to come across .mdb a lot of time. Many times you're going to deal with such files. So now that you know different file types, so what is file management? How do you manage them? So file management actually refers to the process of organizing and storing digital files, whether MP3, MP4, JPEG, text, docs, XLS, or whatever, in a systematic and efficient manner. This includes creating folders and subfolders, using descriptive file names, and utilizing metadata to help categorize and search for files. I have seen a lot of PCs, a lot of computers, whereby people will open their computer and I will see a lot of files on their desktop. Oh my goodness. I'm like, what is going on here? Like a refuse dump, like a waste bin, I'm like, how long does it take to just organize your files and folders, everything according to the purpose for which those files were created? It doesn't take seconds, or probably 1 minute, 2 minutes to organize your file. So, and that's why file management is very important. So it's actually an essential skill for anyone who works with digital files, as it can help improve productivity and reduce the risk of losing important data, because a time will come whereby you may need the same file in future. So if you just dump it anywhere, how are you going to search for it? So now that we know a few things about files, let's move to folder. What is a folder? It's actually a virtual container used to group and organize digital files and other folders. So for example, let me just show you this. Yeah, let me show you this. You can see this. These are folders, and you can see they are partly open to reveal the content. This one contains some Word documents. This one contains some Zoom event that we've had. So you can see partly opened, and these are icons representing each of these folders. And you can see how I name them conventionally. When you create folders for your files, it makes it easy for you to locate any file. Then, at times, a folder can act like a file, because there are times when you put a lot of files in a single folder and you intend to send that folder maybe as an attachment to your email. You know, it's not possible. You can't attach a folder. But there is a way you can go about it by converting that folder with many files into a file, a single file that can be attached. So in that case, you have to zip it. So zipping a folder means you compress its contents into a single file. So this helps to reduce the size of the folder and makes it easier to transfer or store. So what happens is actually that the compression algorithm removes redundant data within the file. So it helps to reduce the size. Then you'll be able to attach it. When the person received it, then you can unzip it. Then the whole thing will be restored. So that's how a folder can act like a file. So zipping a file is actually a common practice for sharing large files over the internet, either by email, or you want to put it in any of these cloud storage, especially when you have limited storage space. So zipping it is really important. Then it is very important that when you are saving your files, like I said, don't just dump them on the desktop or casually in your My Document folder. You know, okay, look at this is my document folder where I have different folders. And in each folder, I also have subfolders serving different purposes for me. So I can easily locate them and make use of them. Without proper organization, it can be difficult and time consuming to locate specific files, leading to, decreased productivity. I want to practically demonstrate how to create folders. Your PC comes with a default documents folder. You see a place that says documents. Either on your taskbar, you can see it on your taskbar here. It usually comes by default. And if you can see it on your taskbar, just go to this PC. So you'll be able to see, okay. So you see documents. Then on that document, you see a lot of folders, either by default or the one you have created. So that is where you create folders for your documents. So if you are dealing with pictures, you might as well go to picture folder. If you are dealing with music or anything audio, you go to audio folder. But for now, we are dealing with document. So you're going to right click on the empty space and you're going to scroll down to new, then scroll up to folder. Then you're going to see new folder highlighted blue. After that, you rename it as job. This is just an example. So I'm using job and career folder. So this is the first folder you create. You click enter and it is created. You have your folder empty now. That's why you can't see anything, only the folder icon. You can't see anything in it. So let's create the second one. Second one is, let me just name it relocation. That's the second folder. Then the third one I will be showing you is Family, okay, maybe you need something for the family. Any information that has to do with your family, you can put them in a folder. So you can't mix them up with job and career. You can mix them up with relocation. You can mix them up with okay, the fourth one, folder spirituality. So let's just say spirituality. Of course, you need it. So these are the 4 folders for this demonstration. Now I want to pick this one. You double click on it, it's going to take you to the inside of the folder. Now I have double clicked and you can see the inside is empty. In fact, you see this folder is empty, written on the empty space here. So we want to put something in this folder. And what is that thing? CV, yeah. Now, let me quickly explain this. There are some people, they want to create document files. They want to create document files, but they don't have Microsoft suite like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all of that. So what you need is that what you do in that situation, so far you are on the internet, you have your laptop or you have your phone, just go to your browser and type docs.google.com. So it's going to give you free access to a word processing software that you can use to type your documents. You click on the blank space there. So this is the blank document from Google. So instead of looking for Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office to type your document, so just go to docs.google.com and click on the blank document there to type your CV or type any file that you want to send to someone. Or maybe your manager asks you to collate the name of patients in your hospital or to give a report of how a patient is improving, to tabulate the vital signs and all of that. Just go to docs.google.com and create your document from there. Then you name your file as maybe CV or anything you want to use it for. Then you start typing my CV. So let me just use the one I already did. And you want to print it because you have to send it in PDF. So just move your mouse cursor to the top left corner of the window and you see a printer icon. Moving your cursor over it is going to show print, which is Control and P. After clicking on the printer icon, what happens? It's going to come up with this dialog box. Now, by default, if you are using a Windows operating system or a Windows PC, by default, your printer should read Microsoft Print to PDF by default. Otherwise, download a PDF creator. But I'm going to make a separate video on that, on how to configure or how to enable Microsoft Print to PDF printer on your device. But I don't think it shouldn't be enabled on your PC. So by default, you should see this. So just click, make sure everything is in place. Your paper size is A4, is in color. All your pages are showing, except if you want to print only one page, or odd numbers only, or even numbers, or you can customize it. But in this case, we are printing all. And it is showing Microsoft Print to PDF. So you don't need to start buying a PDF creator or start downloading it from the internet. So it's there. Then click on print. Then section, name it your CV or CV today's date, maybe 11/03/2023. Or you can put CV and add your name, depending on how the recruiter wants it to be named. But most of the time, people use their names and add CV to it so that the recruiter will know this is a CV. After that, you click save. So automatically, you have printed this file in PDF. Now, you're going to write a cover letter as well. So this is the one I've written. Their hiring team. I'm excited to submit my application and all of that. Repeat the same process. Click on print icon. Make sure the destination reads Microsoft Print to PDF as your printer. Then click on print. The same process in the same folder. So if you have opened the folder the first time, so the second time you are saving anything on it, it's going to pull up the folder by default. So you don't have to start looking for it. Then type your file name as cover letter. Today's date is what? 11/03/2023. All right, so we have our two files already converted to PDF. Now let me take you back to the folder, to the inside section of the folder, and you will see that our two files have been created. You can see. Let me expand it. Now you can see the icon. So this is showing PDF, meaning that they have PDF files. Now let's quickly merge these two together. To do that, you're going to go to your browser and type this TinyWow. TinyWow.com is a free cloud-based software that you can use to do anything to your PDF file. So hold on, let me see. Let me check if you can see. So when you type tinywow.com, so you're going to see this page. So you just go to the PDF tab and click on Merge PDF. When you click on Merge PDF, so it's going to ask you to upload from PC or mobile. And you can also drag and drop. Now, in this case, let's just click on upload. Then it will take us to, then I'm going to select the folder you just created containing the two files. I hope you can all see what I'm doing. Good. All right, select both files, then click open. You can see it's going to upload both files. You see, this is the CV and this is the cover letter. Then you can still add more files if you still have more files to merge. But if you're okay with these two files, then just click on merge. Then it's going to ask for confirmation whether you are a robot or not. Just click on the capture image and you are good to go. Then it's going to process it and give you a single file. Your file is ready. Just click on download, save to device. So you're going to save it in the same folder, job and career folder. You can rename it cover letter and CV. Cover letter and CV. Then click save. After saving it, you need to send it as an email. That's the next step. File sharing. Then go to your email account. when you get to your email account, click on Compose. I believe many of you know how to use email. Otherwise, I'm going to do a separate training on everything you need to know about creating, starting from creating Gmail address, how to navigate the interface and all of that. Maybe that will come up under this series, but we may not do that today. But let me just show you how to share your file either immediately or you schedule it. So when you click on Compose, the address you're going to send it to. So I'm going to enter my own address. So I'm sending that file to my address, subject, CV, and cover letter. All right. So I'm just going to write a short note for your information and necessary actions. So anything can come up as the body of your email. We need to attach it first. Cover letter and CV. Make sure you attach the right file. When you double click on it, it's going to upload it. So when you are sending it, immediately just hit send or control enter. But if you want to schedule it, you want the person to see it tomorrow or next tomorrow, you click on the arrow beside send, then click on schedule send. So it's going to ask you tomorrow morning, what time? 8 a.m., 1 p.m., or Monday morning, 8 a.m. And if you don't like any of the suggested dates, you can pick a date yourself by clicking on pick date and time and select. So in this case, I want this email to drop tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So I'm clicking. It's gone. So by tomorrow, I'm going to see this in my email. So that is it for this session about file management. See what we did? We created 2 files and we converted them to PDF. We used tinywow.com to merge them together to form a single PDF file. After that, we sent the PDF file by email attachment and scheduled it so that the person can receive it at a certain date and time. So that is what, that's how far we can go in today's masterclass. In the next class, I'm going to see you again and share with you a lot of more tricks about this file management and sharing. Maybe in subsequent class, I'm going to be talking about how to secure your file, how to password it, because if you don't want others to read it, you want that specific person that you are sending it to actually be the one to access the file. So there are so many ways to go about that. Either you put a password on it and share the password with the person, or you make it private so that the person that has the link will be the one to access it. So I'm going to show you how to do that using some of these cloud-based repositories like Google Workspace and all of that. So that is what we'll be doing in our subsequent class. So file sharing still continues. And I believe you have gained 1 or 2 things from today's class. So let me know in the chat box. And if you have any question, please drop it in the Telegram group. And I will be able to answer your question right there in the group. And if it requires training, I will definitely incorporate it in this series and we'll make it a full training. So because of time, I will be ending this broadcast right away. And I want to appreciate every one of you for tuning in. And I believe this is a seed that we are planting and it's going to germinate and produce amazing fruits in our lives. And as many of you as possible planning your relocation, and I pray that the wisdom to do the right thing and all the resources you need will be provided unto you in Jesus' name. Thank you for coming. and I appreciate you. See you in the next class. Bye now.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
And you too. Thank you too. God bless
Thank you so much, sir.
More wisdom. We
you.
appreciate
Amen.
you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to God.
Thank
Bye
you for
now.
all your doing, sir. We appreciate.
Thank you too for coming.